to start.
I'm Wreck-It Ralph.
Hi guys, we are back now.
Video number 3.
Number 3. There was a video number 3, but we have to do it again. Today we are going to make a much healthier version of fish and chips. No fish and chips, that we call them. Also no tofu. We call it auberfish because it's with aubergine. And it's going to be gluten-free. I forgot to introduce the new chef. We have a new chef. What's your name? Koby Browning. This is the new assistant chef. His dream is to be in YouTube. Yes. Okay, so before we start cooking, we just want to give a very great shout out to our lovely farming Andy. That's what we do in the video today, is because yesterday we got an amazing basket of produce, all grown in the area in Murla. We got this incredible potatoes, proper potatoes, fresh peas, the Koby's peeling there. He's been waiting. Koby, try one.
Are you going to try one? Are they better cooked?
Eat it. Anyway, let's start cooking. No fish and chips with purple potatoes and mushy
wasaby peas.
Wasabi peas. Let's go.
So we're going to start today. I've already cut my chips into the size I wanted them. I've done a regular chip size. I've done about 4 potatoes, Peruvian purple potatoes. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off in some boiling water. I have my water boiling here, my chips cut. So I'm just going to throw them in there till they're par done. Along with my peas that my assistant is doing. When they're ready, I've got them in a little basket. I'm going to cook them alongside the chips in the water. And in the meantime, while that is boiling and we're getting them par cooked, I'm going to take my aubergine.
I am chef.
And I'm going to peel it. Excuse me, what?
I am chef.
Yep, here we go. So I'm just going to peel it. It doesn't have to be perfect. I kind of like it with a bit of strip on it. Gives it a little bit more bite. And this is enough for 2 portions. 1 aubergine will do 2.
We were just having aubergine the other night baked, and we were saying just how close it is to fish or to meat when you get the texture right. It's really kind of slimy.
I'm going to cut them in what I would do like a fillet size. It looks like a piece of fish cut. And I'll get 3 out of this, so you'll fight over the last piece. Cut it in half. I have nori, regular seaweed that you use for sushi. I'm going to need probably about 2 sheets. And one thing about nori is it's double-sided. One side you have a nice smooth finish and on the other side is rough. The reason it's rough on one side is so it sticks. And you always do the rough side with the rice when you're making sushi, just a tip. So, I've got 4 pieces pre-cut here. They're just literally half. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to soak my aubergine with a little bit of water and just a touch of salt. And then I'm going to stick it rough side down onto the aubergine. Turn it over. You're going to want to soak the rest of the nori. So it's nice and wet, it'll start sticking. It'll start softening up, as you can see here.
So one side
just one
sticks
side
better than the other.
And the reason we're putting the seaweed on there is to give it that salty, fishy flavor. You can also marinate it in algae, in some sort of seaweed powder that you can get in the supermarkets nowadays.
But this is much
cheaper, easier.
And you get that crisp, don't you? Like it tastes like skin.
Not only does it look like the skin, yeah, it kind of tastes like it too. Gives it the same effect. I have steamed fish. I've steamed aubergine like this, and then sautéed it, and the nori has gone crispy after, and it is incredible. It's another healthier version of fish and chips.
Remember, seaweed is very healthy for you. Yodo and
zinc and all sorts of stuff.
Oh yeah, zinc.
Alright, so they don't have to be wrapped completely perfect, but as long as you get one side so it looks like the skin. There you go. Do you know what chickpea flour is? No, chickpea flour is made from chickpeas. And it's gluten-free, so I'm going to make a gluten-free version of fish and chips today. I have about a cup of chickpea flour. Here's the flour tester. Fingers, is it okay flour? Do you know what type of flour this one is? I'm asking you, do you know what it is? It's rice flour. So I have about half a cup of rice flour, 1 cup of chickpea flour. Nice heavy pinch of salt. A couple of, about a tablespoon, maybe 2 of vinegar. And as we are making fish and chips, we're going to do beer batter. So I have a beer here, and you just want enough to get the consistency of your fish and chips, which is, I would say, about half a beer, which is half a quinto, which is about a 1/4 cup or half a cup. You want to stir it? I'll hold it and you stir.
Turn over, mix it up.
Yeah, you want to leave your batter kind of lumpy, and you want it thick enough that it's going to coat. So that's perfect. You don't want to overmix it. You can let it go now. Thank you very much. Don't poke your mother in the eye. I'm going to, my assistant here has finished doing his peas. I put them in a basket. I'm going to put them alongside my potatoes so I don't have to clean so many pans. I'm going to bring that up to a nice boil.
Wow, that's advanced.
And here, if you have a home fryer, great. I'm going to be doing it in a pan. And one way to check if it's hot enough is to drop a little bit of batter in there. And you can hear that sizzle. And when that sizzle, it just instantly bubbles in the pan. So that is good enough for me. I'm going to take out these little bits because I don't want them to burn and burn the oil. Carefully, I usually put it in the folded side straight into the batter, and then I just pour the batter over it. It should be thick enough and lumpy enough that it kind of sticks. Easily lift it up.
So rice flour is good for
Rice flour, yeah, thickens it up too. So once you got a nice coating on it,
I'm kidding, we don't like the coating anyway, so.
I'm going to put it in the folded side down first, so when it cooks, it seals it in and it kind of keeps its spot. Bring your batter over, it makes a mess, yeah. Very easy to make a mess here.
Especially here.
You got to get your hands nice and dirty too. So gently place it into the oil. Yeah, fish and chips.
No.
So you just want to get your batter nice and crispy. You can finish it in the oven if you like nice big thick slices of aubergine. I'm going to finish my chips in the oven because they are purple potatoes and they don't fry as well as they go in the oven. So I'm going to cook everything part cooked and it's all going to come together and it's going to go in the oven. Be very careful, flip it over. Oh, that looks amazing. My potatoes are bubbling away. You want them about halfway cooked. You don't want them falling apart. You want them just tender.
Chef is gonna give you his freeway potato secrets. All
Yeah.
of the people that came to tributes for other years always have to talk about the chips.
Yeah.
So this is the real secret of chips.
Okay,
They are
here-
peel, boil, baked, and fried. The
3.
secret is real work.
It's called love. It's called love. I know chips are only a side dish, but it makes a world of difference to me. I used to boil them until they were about halfway done. I'd strain them out, dry them off, then I'd give them a good cornstarch coating. I would put them in the oven for very low temperature for about an hour. I'd then let them cool, and then I would fry them to order, and they would give you the best results chips I've ever had in my life. They'd be nice and crispy, fluffy on the inside.
10 hours of prep later,
Okay.
they are chips.
It was worth it though. I'm sure all my customers would have said that.
They said.
Alright, like I said, I'm going to finish this in the oven. My oven is on probably about 220. I'm going to show you what my piece of fish looks like now. With a lovely batter. Nice yellow coating, a proper yellow batter on it with the chicken. So, there's one more. One more. See this one, this story didn't make it all the way around. So I'm going to first dip it in the side without. Just going to coat the top again. Yeah. You don't want to use the machine? Alright. There we go. So I got that done. Put the batter as much as you can. You're nicely coated, and then fold the side in.
I mean, considering it's fried food.
It's the healthiest fried food.
Yeah. I mean, oil is oil, but the non-white flour coating.
And we're not going to double on the oil today because we're going to put the chips in the oven.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a little bit of fried food
My piece are done.
that we can afford.
So I'm just going to let them sit there and strain. I like them nice and green. I don't like them overcooked. My potatoes look almost done. Yeah, they're just about falling apart, so I'm going to take them out and let them dry. Purple potatoes. Just going to strain them off after they're nice and dry. Look at that lovely purple color. You're going to want a nice pan. You don't want to overcrowd it in the oven because it'll lose the crispness. They'll just start to steam. You want to dry them off the best as possible.
So hungry. I just want to thank Andy again for bringing every ingredient.
It was a surprise to see him yesterday.
This, which is one of my favorite meals.
Should really make this for him.
Yeah, we will.
We will. We're promising you. Alright, my chips are going into a bowl. So I'm going to toss them with a bit of spice. I'm going to add just about a quarter cup of chickpea flour. It's going to act like the cornstarch. It's going to give it a bit of a cheesy flavor too when I put the nutritional yeast in there. These aren't just any old chips, they are going to be great. So I've got a bit of chickpea flour and nutritional yeast. I have a bit of fresh thyme, which I'm going to just rip up, wipe it in there. You want the peas? I'm going to give you the peas now. Where's the mixing bowl?
Yeah.
And then a touch of salt, and we're going to go and coat.
Oh, we have fresh thyme too.
Yes,
from the farmer.
I just said. Lovely fresh thyme.
I'll put a piece here for Koby. Make a mashed piece.
So, chickpea flour, thyme, nutritional yeast, salt, and boiled potatoes into the pan.
Wow.
Oh, careful.
Watch this salt.
Can you plug it in?
Yes.
A drizzle of olive oil.
Just wait.
Just over the
Not
top.
touch the bottom. Wait for them to finish that first if it doesn't see.
And then space it out the best you can so they can breathe. And in the oven. You want it on about 200, 220. Dry them out, get them nice and crispy.
Okay.
Look at this. Alright, we're going to finish it off.
That one?
That one's yours.
That one's
Yeah.
I'm not having it.
What? Why not?
Do not push the button when it's on your leg.
You want to, the wasabi is over there. You want to get us started on the wasabi?
Mix it out.
Yeah. And the soy sauce. I'm just going to finish up the fish and chips here.
Yes. Wait for that.
You can do that, right?
Yes, but wait. One thing at a time so people can see what we're doing. We do everything at once.
Okay, my assistant wants to do the peas. So while the fish is cooking, we are going to put For that 1 cup of peas, fresh, I'm going to put about half a tablespoon of wasabi powder. Be careful of how hot your wasabi is. This is, unless it's green, kind of, but I'm sure it'll still be spicy. And about a tablespoon of soy sauce. And if my assistant would like to blitz that up for me, for my mushy peas. Ready? You gonna pick it up?
Wait.
That was fun.
Don't put your hand here.
That was fun.
No. Go.
Go. There you go. Maybe a bowl's not the best option. Maybe
Go on.
Yeah, you think so, huh? Hold on, don't do this stuff.
Watch your hand here.
There we go. That's good. Nice and mushy.
And we put beans.
And we put beans. So we're done with putting them in the oven.
Can you sing a song? That is monkey. Always play the superstar, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rock star.
Do you want to taste that now? Tell me what it tastes like. He doesn't like spicy food.
On my chef dinner.
Tastes
Like,
like
what's your favorite food, Koby?
Polenta.
Oh.
Italiano boy.
No.
That was
Fresh
my
peas, different flavor. Alright.
I'm mashing it up.
Are you gonna cut the end or should I first?
Get that out now. Okay, we're gonna play now. So, ready?
This is 15 minutes later, by the way.
We cut it. What are you eating?
Celery.
Is that good? Tell Andy, it's really good celery.
Alright, and here we have our finished product.
Yeah.
Our cooked auberfish,
And
our
this
purple
is number
potatoes,
4. This is number 4.
and now to plate. We got our mushy peas here, which I set aside. You can reheat quickly. They are still warm 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later. Put that on the plate.
My mash. That's my mash.
That's the work you did, yeah. All that peeling and mashing
Eating.
and eating, yeah. Okay, here we have the chips.
Purple chips.
Purple chips.
Look at the colors.
Try not to I
Purple. Purple fish, nice and gently. Gently.
Put a little salad.
Yep, we like our fresh herbs. So we sprinkle with thyme.
Oh, and we have dill, fresh dill,
Fresh dill.
which is
We just like to toss it all over. A little bit of fresh celery, carrot, and cucumber. You can just toss on the side. Any type of salad you want. Gives it a nice freshness to all the fried food. I recommend squeezing the lemon all over it.
we have a little soy.
Yes, we have soy, and we also have a sweet soy, which I prefer. It goes nice with the wasabi. It cools down the wasabi. So I am just going to drizzle a little bit of sweet soy all over it. And if you want to get a close up. Boom!
Look at this! Look at
Vegan
me!
fish and chips, yo!
This is vegan, guys.
I hope you try this at home. It's really, really good. It doesn't take very long at all. So much
We've done
healthier.
mushy wasabi peas, some gluten-free auberfish, some
Beer
purple
batter.
potato chips, some salad, and a little, yeah, beer batter. And now we're gonna go and eat it.
Our new assistant here.
Please subscribe and share so we can keep doing these videos
Yeah.
with our
And
family.
click the subscribe button.
Yeah.
Say that again. Push the
Click the
button.
subscribe button.
What
he
color is
says.
it, Koby?
Red.
Red.
What part of
yeah.
the screen is it on, Koby?
Left.
Down here?
Bottom left. Yeah, down there.
Down last
Down
one for you
that
guys.
Alright guys, have a good
Enjoy.
Good May, good rest of May, and enjoy and cook your heart out. Bye.